Good morning, Falcons. I'm Allison.
And I'm Ethan. Today is Monday, September 14th, and welcome to our first broadcast of the school year.
Recently, there has been a huge spike in wildfires all over California. Some of these fires have directly affected many of our students and staff. We talked to some of them to see how they've dealt with evacuations and more.
In the middle of the night, we started seeing some evacuations up north of us in San Mateo area. And then the next day, you could tell that things were serious.
Some families in our community didn't have power. So for them, we opened the library so students could come in and still connect to their classes. For our teachers who had to evacuate, we offered them support.
It was around 2:00 in the afternoon, and we made the call to go before everybody else was sort of forced to go.
Probably the most difficult thing is the unknown. I can only imagine that being probably one of the most anxious and scary things to deal with.
It's like COVID. It's the whole uncertainty of things, right? It's, you're sitting in a hotel room and you're watching fire maps and you're hearing that the fire's getting closer to your home and you're not sure, you don't have a camera, you don't know if your house is standing. So we could come home. Our houses smelled like campfires, but they weren't burnt up. So you've got to be grateful, right? You take what you're given, right?
Students and parents have had countless questions about what normal student activities are going to look like this year. Here is what our reporters found out about the district's plans.
What we've decided so far is to just do smaller games, involving as little people as possible, maybe only one student from each grade, and then making them into videos rather than live streaming them, so then people can enjoy them in their own time.
Right now, we're just trying to come up with a few fun contests or activities for the whole school to make up for losing pretty much all 3 dances in the first semester. We're thinking of bringing back our TikTok contest because that was a huge hit from last year. And this is in the works, but we're thinking of hosting maybe a virtual dance class or some sort of class where people can just have fun a little bit.
We've kind of decided for now that we're gonna try to host in-person homecoming second semester and possibly combine that with spring fling. So right now we're just doing a bunch of virtual contests like spirit weeks and stuff like that on Instagram and social media. So I've been announcing that we're hosting a mini homecoming. It's going to be October 5th to 9th. It'll provide some fun spirit for students to do at home.
We had, what one could call a very different summer experience this year due to the global pandemic. Let's see how students spent their breaks.
Well, I did quite a bit, played some tennis, did some biking. There was a highlight of my summer. I got a pet, it's a lizard, a type of lizard. It's called the Chinese water dragon.
Most of my summer just went to running 20 or 25 miles a week. This summer I recently bought a really nice drone and I've been getting to drone photography and that stuff. These drones have a huge radius. I can fly them I live past the high school, towards Safeway, and I can fly to downtown and back without a problem.
Since I was free the whole summer, I actually took advantage of that time and I took a bunch of classes over the summer. Actually, my club lacrosse still continued throughout the summer. I got to hang out with a group of friends so that we only saw each other. So there was a lower risk of, getting sick.
We'd all log on to Zoom and do our warm up, all our footwork, all our drills together. And then so in June, we started resuming in-person practice, but we have to wear masks to practice. Even when we're actually fencing, we have to wear a mask.
So we worked in the garden quite a bit. And then on Sundays, we did day trips to the beach usually.
I did have the interesting experience of moving from Portland, Oregon, where I was living last year, to the Bay Area, where I'm living now, and explore the beaches of the Oregon and California coast on the way down, which was a lot of fun.
Coming up is a returning fan favorite story series, here to lighten up our broadcast from all this doom and gloom. It's movie review time.
Hi, I'm DJ and I'm reviewing Inception, one of my all-time favorite films. This film is directed by Christopher Nolan, the same director of The Dark Knight. This is a sci-fi thriller heist movie. This is a really great movie because of the action scenes and the cinematography, and the score by Hans Zimmer is awesome. And it's incredible. I get the chills every time I see it. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out, but it is very confusing. You have to see it more than once to understand it. I'm going to give Inception 5 out of 5 stars.
Hey, this is Ty. This is the show Stranger Things. It's directed by the Duffer Brothers, I think. The actors did really well, and I like how they portray their characters. I like the show. It was kind of scary, but it was really good though, in my opinion.
Well, thanks for watching our first broadcast of the year. As always, I'm Ethan Zhao, signing off.
And I'm Allison Ha. Have an awesome rest of your day, Falcons.